Welcome back to Hot Take Central, post-Thanksgiving. How we feeling? What did you guys do for Thanksgiving? I saw Eli yesterday.
I went to New York.
Oh, I knew about that,
nice.
yeah.
I was just at my house.
You just hung out?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I tried snowboarding for the first time.
Oh,
like,
really?
Normally I ski,
Uh-huh.
but I said I could borrow one of his boards. I was like, oh, sure, I'll go with him. It hurts.
Yeah.
Crashing
pretty hard.
hurts.
Yeah.
That was interesting. You ready to talk some Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Eli, you good? Were you going to say
Oh
something?
my God.
No. I was just thinking about how bad I am at snowboarding.
Are you
guys
bad?
skiing?
Yeah. I'm better than snowboarding.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at both. I'm really good at snowboarding, but
You're really modest too, huh?
yeah.
I had I can handle myself on skis, but I had a nice whiplash snowboarding, and
Oh, yeah.
my neck is still sore from
Where'd
just
you go?
Friday.
Nowhere.
Oh, Boreal in Tahoe. It was like the only place that had snow, and it was still like on rocks the whole time.
Really? There was no other snow?
There wasn't that much snow, yeah. Like
There's
squat.
so much in Oregon.
Really?
Or yeah, it was like dumping on Oregon.
I
Like,
see
the past
Bachelor.
couple
Did you go up to Bachelor?
weeks. Yeah, I always go to Bachelor.
Did you go this weekend? Like
No, I haven't gone
okay.
yet, but I've gone a lot.
I love Bachelor. That's good snow.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And it's like, the fact is you can ski all the way around the mountains. The best.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I
It's a
like
really good
Bachelor.
mountain.
I went up to Bachelor on Christmas a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I was probably there too.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Jordan Love coming out, replacing the GOAT, as Jalen Hurts called Aaron Rodgers.
What?
Yeah, after the game, he's like, hey, we beat the GOAT. How you guys feel about that?
It's not ridiculous to say. I
No?
don't hate it at all. I don't think it's a horrible take that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback of all time.
I mean, he's got to be in the conversation. But
You put him in the conversation, but like,
I like 5.
you like 5? What 4 quarterbacks do you think are better?
Joe Montana, Tom Brady. Like better or... Because
I mean, just-
greatest, you gotta have some more than one Super Bowl win.
I mean,
Or-
do you really? I mean, it depends what you want to.
I mean, is a quarterback
Based
that
off
can't win in the NFC Championship a GOAT?
I saw this thing the other day that was like, is this a Packers receiver or a random name? And the guy got 4 out of 5 of them wrong. So it's like he has random, like it's.
I mean, like
But
when
I
he
mean-
had Jordy Nelson, like Randall Cobb.
That was the year that he won.
yeah.
He had them for a couple of years.
Yeah,
Well, they
But
played the
he-
Seahawks
peak
in the
Packers
NFC
were pretty
Championship,
good.
and then they played the Saints,
were.
right? They played the Saints and Seahawks the other years.
Peak Packers were good, but it's also
Maybe
peak
they-
Patriots. I don't know. I mean, I get it.
That aside, though, that was just a comment. How are we feeling about how, Jalen Hurts obviously played great. Jordan Love,
Yeah, no, that was
he
pretty
looked
cool.
nice. Chris Collinsworth was kind of building him up. Like, hey, there's a comeback. There's a comeback ready. And then
There wasn't.
There was not a comeback ready. But
Yeah, it was not.
it was a pretty big touchdown that they had in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
And tried to kick the field goal as well, but
I wonder, like, I mean, I think it's definitely been in their mind for a little bit about the fact that they have 2, I guess. Well, now you definitely have 2 quarterbacks that are start worthy, and one of them being Aaron Rodgers, who's like very good, and then one of them being Jordan Love, that's like possibly very good. So it's like you have 2 good decisions to make here, I think.
Well, the problem is they just signed Aaron Rodgers to a huge contract.
yeah,
They
Jordan
still
Love.
trade him,
Are they
but-
going to option Jordan Love because he was a first round pick? You can option him to a 5th year. Are they going to option him to the 5th year? Because he's just hanging out on the bench basically.
Yeah, which is,
It's absurd.
I mean, like, if you could trade Aaron Rodgers to like Colts, I'd do it. Start Jordan Love, because it's not like they have like players on, like, it's not like they're a win now team necessarily. I mean, they want to win, but it's not like they're not like paying enough people that it's like they need to win now. Like, they trade
don't
Devontae Adams. If they trade Aaron Rodgers too, then they kind of become like a
a building, a rebuilding.
win-ish now. Yeah, like you're kind of rebuilding, which is, it's not a bad place to be if you have a guy like Jordan Love, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you trade Jordan Love too, but I don't think you're getting as much value out of him.
You guys didn't watch the Seahawks game, right?
No, I couldn't.
I watched like.
How did you watch it?
I watched one play.
Dude.
And that was it.
I watched the highlights from it, but I
They
mean,
lost.
yeah. If you let any running back go for 300 yards, you're just gonna lose. Like, there's no like. He literally went for like 300. It was like 304 yards. Like, I was looking at like it was like 6.7 yards per carry. Like,
The Niners had 26 or something rushes for 98 yards.
yeah,
As a
I saw
whole
that.
team.
Who were they playing?
The Saints. And
Honestly, the Niners
Was Alvin
offense-
Kamara rushing or was it?
yeah, Kamara rushed and fumbled
he-
twice.
Oh yeah, I saw one of them.
Here, Eli, if you want to
The one that I
there,
saw-
you can get in the camera.
The one that I saw definitely didn't look like his
There you
fault.
go.
Like the one where he was getting tackled.
I don't think
Fred
either of
Warner.
them were his fault. The defense made good plays.
I didn't see the second one. I
was
saw the
like-
one that was forced by Fred Warner. That was a good play by Fred.
It was like on the goal line, and
He was getting tackled. And
he was
Fred
like
Warner-
getting held away from the goal line, and then Hufanga comes in and just knocks it out with his helmet. And then it
okay.
like popped into the air, and it was a scramble. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Did you see the one that the Jimmy throw that
The
went off?
touchdown.
Oh yeah, that
Tyrann
bounce.
Matthews' fingers.
Dude,
No, the one that went off of the lineman's head or hand, and it went straight up, and then Juszczyk came over
Oh,
the
yeah,
top
yeah.
and swatted it.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it was a good
weird
game.
It was it felt weird.
Yeah, the Niners'
Honestly-
offense wasn't great, but the defense played very
I
well.
honestly
I
forgot.
thought both defenses played really well. Like
Yeah.
the Saints, like even that the one that went off Tyrann Matthews' hands, that was a good defensive play.
Yeah.
Like, and that was kind of played all around the field. Like,
Yeah.
no one.
The
really
Niners let up some like big plays on a couple post routes that got the Saints in field goal in like the red zone, but they stopped them.
couldn't convert exactly. Yeah. Though the Saints did have I think it was a fourth down, right? Fourth and goal, and they held them, right?
They had like one or two.
Yeah. Like, I think it was.
There was the fumble, I know, and then the Niners couldn't get a first down. They punted.
yeah. I mean, that's just.
You love to see it.
Yeah, it was a good defensive game. Obviously, Niners were the better team. There was like 5 Saints fans just in the stadium, so that was interesting. But, yeah.
I saw 3 Steelers fans.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly forgot until like last week that Tyrann Matthew was on the Saints, and I just looked this up. They're paying him $10 million a year. He's not playing that bad.
It's not a lot.
I forgot Christian Kirk was on the Jaguars. Christian Kirk is on the Jaguars. And remember
Yeah.
how much he got paid?
You know Jarvis Landry's on the Saints?
I didn't know
he's
about
hurt,
that.
right?
No.
He was playing
He
this
hasn't been
year.
hurt this whole year. I thought he was. Who was? Oh, Michael Thomas was hurt.
Yeah, Michael Thomas played and they got hurt.
That's a good receiving core if they're both healthy.
Yeah, and they have Chris
Hypothetically,
Olave.
Yeah, that's a really good receiving core. Too bad they don't have a quarterback.
Red Rocket?
What do you mean?
Red
Jameis
Rocket could.
Winston.
They got Jakul.
The Red Rifle,
They got
you mean?
they got James
Red Rifle?
Winston at
Oh,
back.
some Saints fan behind me was calling him the Red Rocket.
I was hoping
What a
Jameis
bomb.
Winston would get the start.
Everyone, Jameis Winston's awesome.
He can do what your quarterback can do, but better.
You guys,
I mean, last year he could. Last year he was doing it.
you guys want
Last
to talk
year he
about
was good.
some quarterback action? Deshaun Watson is going to start.
That's his.
And
this is week.
he's projected 20 fantasy points this week in his first game back in 2.5 years.
Maybe I pick him up.
I'm excited to watch that game.
That's going to be a
I
mess.
mean, let's be honest. He's a good quarterback, or he was. We don't know now, but he's a very good quarterback.
Yeah,
He had
also
that
has a-
one
he also has a
great
pretty-
play
he also has a
where he
pretty
just
good
didn't get
offense around him.
tackled. Or
Okay,
where
he was a
didn't get
very
sacked.
good quarterback.
He was
Yeah.
a really good. He has a good offense too. Like Amari Cooper's playing really well. Obviously Nick Chubb's super good.
Yeah.
It's a good O line. Like I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays well. I don't know if the Browns have the record to
2.5
make a
years is a
playoff push,
long
but
time, though. 2.5 years is a long, 2 years is a long time to not play football. And has he been practicing? I don't think he's been allowed to practice, right?
bro,
He'll
of
probably
course
practice
he's
in his
No, no, but, I'm
multi-mansion
no,
backyard.
Yeah, he's
He-
practicing with his backyard.
whatever
Get
it
all
is,
his
he is-
masseuses together.
I'm just saying, is he getting looks? Is
He
getting
was
team
100%
reps?
finding ways to get looks, whether legal or not. There's some workaround that he found. To
He's
get looks.
in that. He's in the Oculus. He's
Yeah, he's
working.
he's doing something. I think the Browns are kind of out of the playoff picture, so I wouldn't say it. Yeah, I mean they've 7
That was
losses.
a good
but,
sound.
So, is it the winner of every division?
not necessarily, and it's kind of
No, I think there's 4 normal, 4 wild cards, and the winner of every division makes it.
I think so.
And then the wild card is the highest, the best records of the rest.
no. There's one wild card, and then there's like
Really?
it's or maybe there's two, but there's like
Yeah.
I was
kinda
going
weird.
based off what Retro Bowl is.
But
so,
there's
well.
but the thing with the AFC is that The Dolphins are 8-3. The Bills are 8-3. The Jets are 7-4. Ravens are 7-4. Bengals are 7-4. Titans are 7-4. Chiefs are 9-2. So there's kind of a lot of teams that could make the playoffs. Also, in the AFC East, Patriots are also 6-5, which I don't know if I don't know you say it's playoff record or not.
There's
but,
no
I mean,
it's kind of crazy that there's no really bad teams.
Texans are 1-9.
Okay, well,
Horrible.
The NFL is so unpredictable this year. It's so annoying.
It is. Yeah.
The teams I want to root for, I know, debatable or whatever, but I like rooting for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But it's when I see Sunday Night Football and I see the Chiefs playing or whatever, I want to see them him play fantastic, and I don't want to see it a close game. And
I would rather watch a close game.
I know, but I want to watch a star just show up. And the fact that this season it seems like none of the stars are who I want them to be or are star players, right? Like Josh Jacobs. He had 300 rushing yards, right? And probably the sleeper.
Josh Jacobs hated.
No, I'm just saying he was probably a sleeper pick in everyone's fantasy draft, right? But he's not.
No,
he's not
he was a
star.
top 10 running back to go for sure in most.
But he could have fallen to the fourth round?
No,
I took him in probably the third or the fourth, I think.
Let me see where it was drafted. He was drafted in our league, but
I see too.
It's just, I just feel like the stars in the NFL this year are not. They're not who they were.
It's not
who they were predicted to be, and I feel like that's kind of taken away from the element.
who was? I think there's different.
Josh Allen. What happened?
Josh Allen's a stud.
No, he is, but he's been playing kind of mediocre.
He doesn't look like
you lose to the Vikings. You lose to the Vikings.
Okay, the Vikings are good. And he's hurt,
but he hasn't been able to win a close game. He lost to the Chiefs a couple years ago.
Okay, yeah, sure. He struggles to win close games, but he is hurt right now, so I would cut him some slack for that.
It seems like he's trying to in those close games. It seems like he's trying to do too much, and he kind of
Josh Jacobs was drafted in the 6th in my league.
Let me see who was drafted in my league.
That's steal.
Jalen Hurts, I feel like he's a star, but he just
68th in my league. So that's
the 7th.
Is that the 7th?
Yeah, that is the 7th, right? Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's the 6th. It's early 6th.
How do I check that?
I don't know. Are you on ESPN? I don't know.
So,
for me, I just scroll all the way down.
Tua, I feel like Tua's playing at a star level, right?
Yeah,
but how do you say he's a star when all the controversy about him getting all the concussion and all these injuries and stuff like that? I feel like the NFL is Justin Herbert. I want him to be a star. He's not.
Justin Herbert's a star. I mean, he is
Cooper Kupp.
Okay, yeah, Cooper Kupp. He's hurt, but Cooper Kupp is all these guys. You have to give him grace because Justin Herbert, his wide receiver 1 was hurt, his wide receiver 2 was hurt. The team is just not good. Cooper Kupp, yeah, he's hurt. He's also it's Matthew Stafford.
Okay,
that guy was hurt.
I know. I keep saying quarterbacks, but what about Joe Burrow? What happened to Joe Shiesty? I wanted comeback season. That's just someone falling
his
off.
His line was supposed to get better and it didn't.
Yeah,
I know.
You can't
I know, but he somehow made it work last year, and this year he's.
It's a magical playoff run. He's still really good. They're still 7-4 without their best wide receiver for the past couple weeks.
And Joe Mixon's hurt.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll stop.
He's only been hurt for what?
I think
they're on a 3-week win streak.
I think you have a good point. I'm thinking about it. There's no clear MVP because everyone's there's no one that's
playing insanely
better than everyone else.
I don't think there is.
Maybe Jalen Hurts, but
I don't think he. I think people I still feel like every single year the MVP award is not going to the most valuable player. It's just not.
I know,
it's not. I like what you were saying, Eli. Maybe that's what I should be saying.
Because if it was, it would go to Aaron Donald every year,
or someone like that. Because but do you think Jalen Hurts is the most valuable player?
What were you saying, Noah?
I was just going to say. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I want to have a favorite player. I want to have an MVP that. A guy I can just be hey, he's going to play well this week, right? No matter whose fantasy team or who he plays for.
Justin Jefferson.
No, but he had a bad week a couple weeks ago. Bad week.
He had 11.
But he dropped 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he's that guy.
That's a bad week. And I understand I'm not giving him any grace, but I'm annoyed that we just can't find it a strong point in the NFL. It seems like everyone could lose to anyone, and the NFL shouldn't be like that. It should be more predictable. Which, I mean, you're like, oh no, it's closer, better games. I feel like we should have like college football this weekend. College football was so good this
Crazy
weekend
upsets.
because you had good teams. I mean, versus good teams.
They're going to a bowl game.
Yeah. Are they playing like Ohio State in the bowl game? Or do they play?
Definitely not.
No, they're playing like something that's way better. Or it's like Clemson or something.
That'd be hype.
They're playing some like
Are you talking
team
about
that's like
Cal?
No,
way better than them.
Tulane.
Oh,
Cal's not
They
in a
either
bowl
play.
game.
I think they might play
That's what I
second
thought.
in
I
the
was like, wow.
SEC. Whoever like
How?
hypothetically.
They're
I
in
don't
the
it's-
American
it's-
League.
No, it's like however it lines up or something. I was
I know
watching
they're going to the
Chris
American
Paul
League Championship.
No, but they're. What's the bowl game they're playing? Is that?
I don't think those are out yet.
You guys want to switch up? Yeah, they come out next week.
But
next Saturday.
they will play a bowl
next
game.
Sunday.
Like you can, and then hypothetically they play like Clemson or whoever is like behind Clemson. I think.
How do you guys feel about the college football rankings right now?
They don't come out
Georgia?
till tomorrow.
I mean,
Well, the ones we're pretty confident are it's Georgia,
there's nothing to be
Michigan.
confident on.
It could go.
Everyone is
Georgia confident. Or sorry, Georgia, Michigan. Who's
Ohio
three?
State was 2, and Michigan was 3.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
Michigan. I mean,
Probably TCU, and then 4 could
Yeah,
be
TCU.
USC.
where do you put Ohio State after that loss? Like, what do you?
I could see a world where Ohio State's at 4, and TCU's at 3, and Michigan and USC's not in it.
I think Ohio State being at 4 might be too high. I think you always get. I mean, when a team loses like that, like they always get just destroyed. in
Not
the
to
rankings.
not to like a number 3 team.
Did you watch a game though?
Yeah,
They
was
looked
a
bad.
bad game,
They
but
looked really bad. So
Well,
I think that, and I think the committee like takes that kind of stuff into account. Like, I think the committee is actually like really good. Like, I think it's a cool idea of like having people that choose it because they actually like watch the games, and it's not like just like the statistics on paper. It's like this team looks horrible. Like, I don't want to put them as the 4th ranked team in the nation.
I think there's a world where Ohio State can be number 4, and then the other possible chance is USC at 4.
Yeah, I agree.
So is it a toss up at that point between CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams?
For Heisman, I think it's easily Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's out, I think.
Yeah,
That,
I
two
think-
picks on the last
yeah.
2 drives against Michigan.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
You can't have a game where you throw 2 picks, especially 2 picks in 1 quarter and win the Heisman.
Okay,
You just can't do it.
Caleb Williams against
Caleb Williams is
Notre
so
Dame.
good, dude.
His QBR is 185, which is nuts.
185?
That's like almost perfect,
Wait,
right?
no, 185. Perfect is
What's RTG?
136.
Oh shoot, my bad.
QBR.
Completion percentage is he had an 81.8 completion
Wait,
percentage.
go back to
He throws
QBR?
for like 400 yards
Go back to
every
QBR.
It
game.
wasn't QBR. It was
Okay, I
QBR.
was like, what?
I don't know.
He
What
throws for 400 yards almost every game, dude. It's nuts.
oh, you know, Michael Penix Jr. on Washington leads the college football in passing yards. It's like
Really?
it's like 4,700 passing yards.
The Ducks just fell apart. Like, that was horrible.
That was
like
dismal.
That was so bad. Like 2 weeks in a row. Like to lose to Washington is one thing, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're done in terms of college football playoffs. But like if you lose to Washington and like everyone has a crazy week like this, and then they won out the rest of the season hypothetically, like maybe they're there. But bro, like to lose to Oregon State too.
Yeah, that was
Oregon
so
State's
bad.
ranked.
Yeah, but they're ranked like 22.
Oregon should have blown them up. Like
Yeah,
they
it
were
should've been.
they were
And it's-
winning.
That's a rivalry.
Oregon
game,
was
too. Like,
winning.
You gotta like, dude, it was like
31 to 10
7 or something.
Yeah,
and they
with
lost the game.
31
Dude,
to 10.
speaking of
They're so
upsets,
bad.
or speaking of comeback wins, Stanford. Phenomenal comeback. Down like 17-3 going into the 4th quarter. Come back and win it by like, I don't even know, a bunch. It was hype.
That's sick. What else?
Okay, so it's quarterback rating, which is not QBR. It's a different rating system, but it's
Interesting.
this site says it's
Quarterback
It's
rating.
0
I
to
feel like that would be
158,
QBR too.
but this is RTG rating.
Okay.
I don't know, but for some reason this says RTG is 0 to 158, but Caleb Williams has 185 rating. So he breaks the scale apparently. So
I have a question for you guys.
I don't know what to say.
So if we have a playoff that's Georgia 1, Michigan 2, TCU 3, USC 4,
That's crazy.
Georgia.
that's pretty cool. But like, Is there any chance that TCU beats Georgia?
I think it would be the 1-4.
It's Georgia USC.
Yeah, that's
that will be a great game.
Yeah, Georgia USC.
I want to see Caleb Williams play against a good team.
Yeah. I don't think it's unrealistic for someone to beat Georgia. Like, I mean, I might have said earlier that
are they playing
Georgia's
in the Rose Bowl too? Is the Rose Bowl a real college football game this year?
I think it is actually,
because you know how they go on off. They go on off.
Yeah.
So like, is it?
No, there's like a cycle.
I think it's going to be USC
Georgia.
If it's USC Georgia at the Rose Bowl, that would be nuts. That would be nuts.
Yeah, Michigan actually going to be like.
Is it a competitive game this year? Because I know they have the Fiesta Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and the All-State. Is that one of them? So those four, like, they cycle on and off.
I think I don't think. I can be wrong, but I think Michigan and TCU will both be destroyed by Georgia if they play them. But I think USC has a chance just because of how explosive their offense is.
Their offense is so good, but like
their defense isn't great, but I just think they can. I think that'll be a really good game.
Yeah, TCU has a really good defense, but I mean their offense. Obviously, their offense was very good.
Their offense looked pretty mid versus Baylor a couple weeks ago.
I didn't watch the game.
Okay. The Rose Bowl proposed to the CFP to host a semifinal game, like part of the college football playoff, 2 out of every 3 years. And I assume they're hosting one this year as well.
I'm hyped for when the college football format goes to 8 teams. That's going to be so much better. Yeah.
Well, okay, but when you think about it, like
I'm just reading this right now.
About this
I'm reading this right now, and it says by 2024 they're going to finalize an expansion to the 12-team playoff.
That's so high.
But
12
if
teams,
you look at this, like
you could go on a run like the Bengals last year. That's crazy.
I don't know if is that good because like hypothetically 12 losses, you could end up with a
Georgia versus
Kansas State in the college football playoffs. That would be
against
matched up against hypothetically the Georgia Bulldogs, who are 12-0.
And Kansas State a Cinderella story.
I know, but like
I think the
at
college
some point it's like
the college football playoffs are so short.
But I know, and
it's
but
nobody
wants it the way that the
you get
rankings
semifinal,
too is
you get semifinal, and you get final.
So bummy.
Like okay, Tennessee is ranked 7 right now. Do you want Tennessee in the playoffs?
Tennessee could beat Georgia.
2 losses.
They beat Alabama. They could beat Georgia.
But Tennessee had 2 horrible losses in a row.
Okay, maybe they just had 2 bad weeks.
I know, yeah, but 2 bad weeks.
It's the field goal
posts.
bad week. They got to get new ones. It's bad mojo having these new field goal posts.
I think 2 bad weeks leads to a third, and like it's. I just don't think like. I think 4 is a. I think 4 is a. Like I feel like 4 is a good number.
I feel like 8 would be a good number.
8, yeah, I would say 8, but like 12 is too much. 12 is too much because like Oregon is 15, and Oregon sucks right now. I don't want Oregon in the playoffs.
I like UW though at number 9.
Yeah, but what about
number 9?
Tulane could make the playoffs.
Oregon is on the cusp of being hypothetically, if it was 12 teams, a playoff team. Like nobody wants to see that. Like that's just not. Like okay, Oregon is 15, and they lost to Georgia week 1 by 45 points.
Tulane will be a playoff team in 2024.
No, they won't.
Yeah, it will. And me and Liam will be students there to cheer them on. Yes, no?
I think what I'm reading right here is the Rose Bowl wants a new deal, right? Like I said, 2 out of the 3 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what they have now is every year that they don't host a playoff game, they host a non-playoff game on New Year's Day.
Bowl game.
Yeah,
right.
But that's the
and
Rose Bowl.
If they get if they get this new contract, they're going to lose that New Year's Day time.
Wait, what is
in order to get the 2 years out of 3 instead of.
But they don't. Why would they do that? That's just. I mean,
well, because
who's this contract with? Who's their contract
with? The college football and
why
ESPN.
Would college football
because
why would you not want 2 out of 3 years? Like that's so much viewer. The Rose Bowl is huge. Like that
I've been
is
to
sick.
a Rose Bowl. It was hype. Christian McCaffrey took it to the house on the first play from scrimmage.
So yeah, the Rose Bowl wants to keep playing on the first. Like they're asking for all of this stuff basically every year that they don't have a playoff game that they want to play the Rose Bowl on.
Why is that a big deal playing on New Year's Day?
I would say because all of these other like let's say this: the Rose Bowl is between the Big Ten and the Pac-12. Okay, on 1 o'clock on New Year's Day. You also have the Fiesta Bowl and the Orange Bowl, which are also playing on New Year's Day, that are semifinal games. But ESPN is going to be showing the Rose Bowl. I think that's what they're saying. That's the contract.
I think if you move something, you don't move the Rose Bowl because I think the Rose Bowl is really fun.
Move the Taco Bell Bowl.
Taco
Nobody cares about that.
Doritos Locos Nachos Bowl.
I remember like
Dude, I went to the bummiest bowl ever. The Red Box Bowl. It was Cal versus I don't even remember who.
There's like so many bummy bowls, dude. Like there's like a sugar bowl. I don't.
No, the sugar bowl is a big deal.
What's that one?
It's Big Ten. Or
what's the one that's like?
There's like
Texas
is usually in the sugar.
There's like a Chick-fil-A
sugar
bowl,
orange. These
they don't play on Sundays.
The six playoff bowls are the Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Orange Bowl, Fiesta, Peach, and Cotton Bowl. Imagine playing the Peach Bowl.
Okay, so I mean, like if those are all playoff bowls, those are all fine then. But like
those 6 rotate.
Yeah.
So 4 of those 6 are like playoffs.
2 of those 6 every year are playoff.
Oh yeah,
and I think
but
the
other
Rose
4,
Bowl is one of them.
Even if it's not
other year,
if it's not a playoff bowl, it's still going to be a good game.
What are the
hypothetically? Because
what are they this year?
Between 2 ranked teams, it has to be.
Well, so if there's 12, then every one of those bowls is a playoff bowl every year. That's probably why they did it.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a playoff bowl every year.
No, if there's 12 teams in the playoffs,
if
all 6 of those will be playoff teams.
Yeah, it could be. It could not be.
Okay.
Though, because some of the bowl, like it's like Big Ten versus Pac-12, like that's one of the bowls, right? Like hypothetically.
No, but the playoffs, if it's a playoffs, that doesn't matter. It's just the rankings. Like if it's a playoff, they don't do Big Ten and Pac-12. Like if the Rose Bowl is a semifinal playoff game, it's 1 and 4.
So that's saying all 6 of those bowls would be the 6 playoff games that we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. I mean,
now I see why they picked.
I don't hate
teams.
that. Yeah, no, I don't dislike that. But then you can't have those all. You can't have 3 of those bowls on the same day. Not if they're like overlapping. Like I wouldn't do that.
You can have 3 on each day, like 3 one day, 3 the other day.
Yeah, like that's fine, but you can't overlap them. I don't think you got to put them at different time slots.
Okay.
Did the bell just ring?
No. Oh yeah, I did. So right now, the Peach Bowl is on December 31st, along with the Fiesta Bowl, and the Rose Bowl is on New Year's Day, and I believe the Rose Bowl is a playoff game.
Yeah, it has. Well, I mean, it actually doesn't matter. It'll either be a preview of a playoff game or a playoff game.
Yeah.
Because it's Georgia USC for the. I mean, if it stays USC 4.
Wait,
Georgia
so
USC.
is the Rose Bowl big? The Rose Bowl is Big Ten and Pac-12 winners.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No. Not every year. It can be random. Or wait, no, because it was Michigan State and like Utah 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it is Pac-12 and Big Ten.
I remember the year that it was Penn State USC, and Penn State won off of like a tipped pick.
I know.
It was like the coolest thing ever.
I can't believe UCLA and USC are leaving.
Did you guys know that Penn State is ranked 8 right now?
They're good. They're always pretty good.
I know, but like it's kind of
a sleeper 8
team. Yeah, Washington is ranked 9. This is I don't know.
What's Tulane? 22.
Tulane is 18. I don't know what this is because this is like
this is
new.
Is this updated?
I don't know if these are updated.
Where's USC?
CFB rankings. USC is 4.
Oh,
so it's different.
Okay, but these aren't the official ones.
I don't think these are the official ones. But this looks like realistic. Like for these the top 6 teams here, like I don't hate these at all.
This one. This is the like actual one that gets
okay.
on Saturdays.
Yes, I mean this is not. I don't know what AF is.
AF is like
or AP. I mean
Associated Press. Yeah, that's the like
press
real
rankings.
press.
Wait,
what,
see the
coaches? Let's see coaches. Yeah, I mean coaches have the same as the Associated Press, except they have Penn State at 7
where they got Tulane.
Tulane at 18.
Tulane's tough. Put them in a bowl game, maybe.
Put them in a bowl game.
They're going to be in a bowl game.
They're going to be the Bowling Green bowl game.
I think I'm pretty sure their bowl game is against like.
Isn't Bowling Green at HBCU?
I think their bowl game is against Clemson or LSU. I think that's their bowl game.
I don't think that's true.
I'm pretty sure.
Tulane's gonna win. LSU and Tulane in the Louisiana rivalry.
It's because I think it's against the winner of or like second in the ACC or something. Like I don't know. It's like something weird like that.
Well, it depends what bowl they're in.
Yeah, no, I think like I heard like a commentator talking about it, and he was saying that like I think it was like during the Clemson game. He was saying that like Clemson or something will play we'll play Tulane in a bowl game if the rankings go as people thought. Yeah. Tulane to the bowl game.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Hot Take Central.